Hey guys, it's Acting Savvy, and in this video I'm going to be going over Doordash as a possible flexible actor side gig. And I'm holding up the bag because the majority of your gig will consist of having things in this bag. Mine is super worn out, but I wanted to share with you the experience I had with applying, signing up, and some of the pros and cons. So how does one become a DoorDash delivery driver? It's pretty simple. You could either just go online and search DoorDash delivery driver application, it'll pop up, or how I got in was through a friend who had a promotion for a few hundred extra dollars when you do 30 deliveries in your first 30 days. And that could be a really good way to get Christmas bonus, holiday bonus, because every so often they'll have a thing to get drivers back who haven't been driving for a while. And then for new drivers, they really want to get more people out because more people are ordering in. And certain companies for credit cards, they'll actually give their people free access. I just learned that with a credit card I got. So the delivery demand is going to be going up, especially around the holidays. So that's a really good side hustle to have because you could make your own hours. But getting into it, they want to make sure that you have a clean record and that you have a valid driver's license and a car. That's mainly what they asked me for. They asked me for my license plate, my driver's license number, the front and back of it, and then they wanted, of course, once I was hired, more of my legal paperwork, social security, birth certificate to get started. And being out there was pretty fun. It was very fun seeing where I could go for bonuses, because for bonuses, they'll have certain areas where if you deliver in this area, you'll get $6 in bonus cash for each delivery you do in that area. So I really liked doing that. I really liked being able to control how much I made before I quit for the night. I really liked just being able to go out whenever. Like when I had trouble like sleeping at times, I would go out and do DoorDash. And it was really good side income. But the only thing is it really varies how much you're going to get tipped because it's based on consumers. And you might get some people who don't tip at all, and you might get deliveries that are super far for a small delivery fee and you won't get a tip, which is a con. But I really liked being able to do a bunch of deliveries, and a lot of times what I experienced, I would drop a delivery off from Portillo's, and then right away I'll get another notification to pick up from Portillo's. So if you wanted to, you could keep going. That's usually in areas where there isn't a bonus, because what I noticed about being in a zone with bonuses, you won't get as many deliveries if there's a lot of drivers going out there at the same time. So you might get one, then you might have to wait for a while, and then so on. And then you have to pretty much move back to a regular area. So that was an experience I had with the bonuses. But yeah, I feel like it's great if you don't have any other side gigs to definitely pick up DoorDash. But some things to consider is you're going to have to spend on your own gas. They give you a card, which is good, so you won't have to worry about anything out of pocket. But I did have a few instances where the card didn't work for some reason, and then I had to call DoorDash, and then that delayed my order and rating. My rating got a little affected. I think I was at a 4.93 when I last looked, so it's not perfect, but it was good. I feel like driving in the winter isn't the best either with DoorDash if they have like the limited time frame, and people get mad if you're, well, not mad, but they will maybe dock your score. Yeah, I feel like that's the only time I got a bad rating was when it was like snowing like crazy and I needed that side money and I was late. So sometimes it's a good way to get into, if you wanted to do more rideshare driving or, you know, other delivery gigs. But just looking back, I feel like I spent a lot in gas. It puts a lot of wear and tear on your car, and oftentimes you're gonna drive a lot, and sometimes it might just be like you're making 15 an hour, but you're driving everywhere. It depends on how many orders you get. It's not guaranteed. Even if you have a really high rating, it just really depends, because there's some people you can have a super high rating and only have done like 200 deliveries, but then someone who has 5,000 deliveries might get all the orders before you. So it's really a hit or miss with DoorDash. It's definitely great where you can control your money, you can make as much as you want with it. But the downside is, of course, gas, people possibly not tipping. Your rating like might be affected if there's delays from the restaurant or something else you can't control. Yeah. And then, of course, not knowing how many deliveries you're going to get. But otherwise, I really find it to be fun, especially if you like driving and getting your mind off of things. You definitely don't have to deal with people directly that much. A lot of times with the orders, people will say, just leave it at my door. But it's just, yeah, dealing with certain things that are out of your control at times. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you guys a story. This happened to me a few times. This is another possibility to look out for that could be a possible con. There's people that oftentimes steal DoorDash orders that are drivers. So when that happens, it messes you up completely. This happened to me at a Buffalo Wild Wings. I went to pick up someone's order and I was like, wait, why isn't my order here? And supposedly the person came in and took my order. I don't know. He just, I guess, took a couple orders. And then I called DoorDash and they're like, oh yeah, he's getting in trouble for what he's doing. He has been taking a lot of the orders and eating them himself. So there's some characters you might run into unintentionally while doing DoorDash. So yeah, that's my little snippet and experience from doing DoorDash, but it is a really, really fun gig. But there are some like expenses you have to think about when it comes to your car, gas, time, and possibly having your food stolen. But thank you so much for watching my video. And stay tuned. I'm going to try to do another flexible actor gig this time next week.